Om Shanti and a very good morning from Aberdeen.Hindu temple in Stonywood in Aberdeen. Today is Sunday the 29th of August and there's a lot of thoughts going through the mind at such a day. It's actually a day that is quite, what we say here in Scotland, drecht. It's a little bit rainy, it's a little bit so-so. But it is an amazing opportunity to actually go and sit in meditation, to relax, and to really open up the lotus flower of the mind. And in spirituality, there are lots of different aspects. There's the aspect of love, Supreme, understanding who the Supreme is, where the Supreme is located, and our relationship with the Supreme. But also there's also time for study, for understanding spiritual concepts and methods through which I can actually improve my life. I can uplift myself and also attain a higher consciousness, a consciousness that is of the highest and the best quality, so that I can actually interact in the world in a way that brings benefit rather than sorrow, which is what we're seeing in the world right now. And then there's also the aspect of relationship. We have, and they will depend, the quality, what sort of support I give, what sort of value, what sort of interaction I give, how I uplift others, how I cooperate with others, what sort of fragrance I leave around myself. In spiritual relationships, there is the relationship with the divine, and then all others who have a spiritual relationship with the divine are my brothers and sisters or fellow souls who also have that relationship with the divine, who is called Shiv Baba, the Supreme, the Creator, the ocean of love, the ocean of happiness, the ocean of wisdom, the magician, the one who is beautiful, and to whom all of us souls on this world, no matter what religion, what culture we come from, what we believe or not, that's the one we all relate to. And so in my relationship with the one, how can I have that relationship with the one? Well, first of all, I have to understand who the one is. And the one is divine, is subtle, is beyond the worldly reach of this world, beyond the physical means. Actually go into the awareness of I, the soul, the being of light, the eternal one. Because only then can there be a communication between the divine, the sublime, the beautiful one. Only then can there be that communication. And I can benefit from that communication, because when I'm in the awareness of the body, the Supreme is still there. He's still shining his light, his coolness, his beauty, his love onto me. But yet, because of my consciousness, my awareness, I'm not able to absorb it. I'm not able to put it into practice. And so we're living in a time, and I remember the first time something really, really bad happened. That was with 9/11. I remember being at work and saying to somebody, this is the start of the Mahabharata war. And in fact, one thing after the other has happened in the world. And this is part of the drama, and this is part of the world, how it is just now. But in today's morning class, Baba, the Supreme, the one who is beyond, the one who is the soul, he spoke about the Pandavas and the Kauravas. And the Pandavas are those who love God, who are aligned with God, and who do everything in that consciousness of the Supreme. Whereas the Kauravas are the ones who have lost that connection and are really just coming out of the feelings, the emotions that are based on the physical, on this level, on this worldly level. And the Pandavas, the lovers of God, they're only 5, and yet they win a battle against unlimited warriors of the Kauravas. And I always wondered how that is, because we all tend to think in a physical way, and yet it is not. Because if I'm in a physical consciousness, I have weakness. I've waste. I cannot shine. But if I'm in a spiritual awareness, then in that spiritual awareness, I actually learn to become peaceful, to become calm, to have good feelings, good interactions. But then also I learn to have controlling power, controlling my mind, my feelings, my emotions, my expectations. And I become the trustee, the one who does everything with a lot of love and yet doesn't take from it. But most important, as I learn to control my mind, as I learn to decide what sort of feelings, emotions, thoughts, actions, interactions, relationships I want to have, I become powerful. And when I have that spiritual power that goes in line and together with the Supreme, when I've got the Supreme, the one beyond this world, the universal power, the Creator, the one beyond this world with me, when He is with me, then I'm invincible. And so the Pandavas are also always been shown as being tall and strong, which is only a physical representation of their spiritual power. And that spiritual power is only attained in meditation, through contemplation, through understanding, but then also through what we call churning. And to churn means to take something and through working on it, transforming it so that actually it can become beneficial. And again, an example today was that if we eat food, we digest this food, and this food is digested to such small particles that they can be taken up into the bloods and then transported to the cells, where again they are transformed and they create energy and they create power. So churning is the same thing. I take one thing, transform it, and make it into something that is very powerful, very beautiful, and that is going to give me strength. I'll be unshakable. I'll be loving no matter what. I'll be light and easy, no matter how difficult the situation is around me. I will cooperate and I will stay at all times in that connection with the Supreme and experience that love of the Supreme. And don't get away from it just because the situations in the world around me might have changed or might be difficult. At the end, to survive, we only need very little. But what we definitely need is the love of the Supreme, the support of the Supreme. And when I let go of any waste, of any complaints, of any difficulties that I see, but I have trust in the Supreme, it is almost as if I take the hand of the Supreme and I walk. I walk over fire, I walk everywhere, and I don't get hurt. I don't get affected by the things around me, but I bring benefit to the situation around me. And so it makes sense that the 5 Pandavas, they won the battle against the unlimited army of the Kauravas, because what really mattered is what is going on inside and what the strength of the self is at this time. And so while we're seeing everything, don't have to go into it too much. If we can help, then that's good. If we can bring benefit, then that's good. And that is definitely preferential. But otherwise, just practice what we call mansa seva. So seva is service, mansa is the mind. So serve through the mind. Not out of curiosity, follow whatever is going on in the world, but with a lot of deep understanding and deep love from a place of peace and love and wisdom, from a place that is so pure and so clean that God can shine His light through me. Then just send positive, pure vibrations to all these places in the world that are suffering, be it through war, be it through natural calamities, be it through any distress that comes to the world at this time. And so it is most important to find times in our day to become peaceful, to color ourselves with the colors of the Supreme, color ourselves with the values, with the beautiful qualities that we are given by the Supreme at this time, and really to send that out into the world. This is the time really to give everybody the message first to myself, that the Supreme Shiv Baba, the Divine God, the Father, the Mother, the Teacher, the Friend, the Companion, the Guide of all of us is here, and we can communicate with Him at this time and create that powerful stage that only the one that is connected and loving to the one can have, and spread that fragrance into the world. When there is a world of darkness, but we are light, the darkness is dispelled. It is not that the light fights with the darkness, but just by the presence of light, darkness goes away. So let us meditate. Now find a place where you are sitting comfortably, or if you're sitting already, just relax and just mold yourself into your seat. Become soft and light at the same time. Let go of any burdens and any worries. And focus. Allow your mind to become stable, to remain light. Take a nice deep breath and relax. Just mentally check your whole body to make sure that every part is comfortable and relaxed. And then you can draw your attention slowly up to the center of your forehead, in between your eyebrows, where the seat of the third eye of consciousness is located. Your eyes can be open or they can be closed. If they're open, I suggest you look at the point of light just behind myself, which is a representation of the Supreme Soul in the world of Parandam, the soul world, a world of unending light and sweetness. And connect with your soul to that point of light, in a place beyond sorrow, beyond action, of peace and calmness, tranquility, but most of all, safety and eternal beauty and benefit, goodness. Open the third eye of the soul like a lotus flower, as if the flower just opens and shows its beautiful white and rose, pale rose colors. This beautiful lotus flower is the lotus flower of all the values and qualities that are inside yourself, that you bring to this world. Doesn't matter whether there is murky water all around you, but you, the beautiful lotus flower, has got petals that shine. They're beautiful and brilliant, and they create beauty all around you. Now go inside yourself, and in the awareness of I, the soul, the being of light, the child of the Supreme, the one who brings light into this world that has fallen into darkness. I, the soul, have beautiful qualities that are inside my heart, inside my soul. And so give yourself the permission to give yourself a quality, a value for each petal of this beautiful lotus flower. Start with the first petal. What is the value that you give yourself? What is the value that God recognizes in yourself? And therefore that is why you're here, listening with an open heart, loving and giving and having that relationship with Supreme. What is that value? And then you say, I am a soul, I'm God's child, and I am ... Put the value in there. Now, take the second petal of the lotus flower. What is the value, the quality that God Himself gives you? So then say to yourself, I am a soul, I'm an eternal soul, I'm a child of the Supreme. And the speciality, the quality that God Himself gives me is. Now go to the third petal. What is the value, the quality with which you interact with everybody around you? What quality, what value you put as a gift into all relationships? And say to yourself, I, the eternal soul, the child of the Supreme, in all my relationships, give this value. And now time can be our friend, our companion. It can be our teacher when we haven't made time in time. So what is the value, the quality that you're given by time so that you will always manage in time and fulfill in time? So say to yourself, I, the soul, the eternal one, the child of the Supreme, of God, of Shiv Baba, have time giving me the value, the quality of. And now take the last petal, the fifth petal. And so what is the quality, the virtue, the value that you use in your interactions with those around you, with your physical relationships, through which your spiritual essence comes to shine? The spiritual essence that is given to you by the Supreme. So I, the soul, the eternal one, the child of the Supreme, the beautiful one, have been given this quality, this virtue, for interactions with everyone around me. And this quality, this virtue is. And now feel all of those virtues and qualities that you have been given as the blessings of the Supreme, of God, of the beautiful one, your father, your mother, your teacher, your guide, your friend, your companion, the one who has created that beautiful canopy of protection over you. Feel those blessings just over you and just shining on you. And you, the one with the awakened soul, is now shining the light into the world. Dispelling the darkness that cannot stay when there is this powerful light. And as the rays of your light expand and go even beyond your physical environment, your location, you travel all around the globe. And as you do so, together with others who are doing the same work of looking after the earth, of bringing light to all the dark corners that are in this world, you bring light. And it is almost as if a tapestry of those shining the light around the world is created that keeps the world safe and a good place to be. Because our consciousness goes beyond our immediate position and location. Our consciousness travels and creates and colors places where we go to and where we are. And being aware of that responsibility, we shine. We shine all around ourselves indiscriminately, just giving light and warmth and love and power and wisdom and generosity and accuracy, patience, peace, happiness, lightness, all the good things to everything and everyone in the world, because the world needs this support. And as we are giving, as we're shining, we receive the gift of happiness from those around us. It's a perishable attainment, but this is an attainment that happens automatically. You give goodness and you receive goodness. You give light and you receive light. You give safety and you receive safety. But in that consciousness of being a trustee, of being the one that has been entrusted by the Supreme, by Shiv Baba, of this ability to harness the power of light, the power of divine love, to be the ones that are part of God's army, even if we're only 5 Pandavas. And yet, that power, that love, extends beyond our physical environment into the world. It's a power that is cool and yet loving, calm and peaceful, giving safety and caring, and uplifting everyone around us and in the world. Do this every time you can. Become light, be connected with the Supreme, and share your light and love with the world. Because only then the darkness will be dispelled, and the day will come when there is constant light. So at the end of August, the big task to be done, to share that light with the world. So have a lovely week ahead, doing this practice as much as you can. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.